Matthew, this beta is the motherfucking bomb. Bitch.
That was your bomb joke. There could have been so many to choose from, and you chose that.
Well, I didn't want to spoil any, Metal Gear games by talking about vagina bombs, which is the only true bomb, the only bomb that
A
matters.
Metal Gear game that came out, like, in March.
Of last year, yeah.
That's been free on, like, every device, like, last month.
But I mean, the thing that the Phantom Pain does to that bomb scene is far more telling, I guess, than anything in Ground Zeroes.
I was going to make a Deus Ex reference to bombs, but beat me to it.
Nobody plays that game, you're like 80. Anyway, this is the closed beta of Rainbow Six Siege. I'm guessing because you can get access to it by pre-ordering, I'm okay with posting this footage. I haven't checked any NDAs, so fuck if I know.
I've seen people streaming it, so I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I was telling you, I might as well... we got approval for a Ubisoft Press account, because they don't use the normal service I used the other day. Immediately after, I wrote up my initial thoughts in the weekly news about this beta, which were not favourable, so they clearly didn't review the website too hot, but, at least we waited to hold this video back. Because holy shit.
It's a good thing you have your account now, because what we're about to say about this beta would easily have your account taken away from you.
Yeah, let's hope they never check back, ever.
Yeah.
It's
so this is a massive
mess.
piece of shit, right?
Yeah! Fuck! Right, let's just be clear. I'm a retired Rainbow Six Vegas 2 pro. I was in the competitive scene.
In your game battle days.
In my game battle days. Like, not ironically. We weren't good, but I was there. I played at a level that you could say was serious. And, this game is every bit as... It's somehow more janky than Rainbow Six Vegas 2. Which is impressive.
Very hard to do.
It is. It's like, as you can see there, we're whipping out the little spy cam droid thing. Which apparently can't survive barbed wire. There's like all this door and, slapping things on the side of windows to blow them out and reinforcing doors, reinforcing windows and shit. And that's all fine? I guess, but it's like just the movement. You know how Battlefield 3 was like ass on the consoles? It just felt like the worst thing ever.
5 frames a second.
Well, this seems to run at a reasonable frame rate, I think, but it basically feels the same. Like everything's super swimmy and super just unusable. The shooting is horrendous. I know, like, it's not meant to be Call of Duty, but fuck, cannot emphasize how rough this feels to play.
When they initially showed it at E3, it looked really cool and a cool premise. And since then they've really gone back. From what I've heard, it's like, yeah, you can't shoot through every wall and floor. It's only designated stuff. And
the walls I have shot through took like a lot of rounds. And this isn't a game about, firing randomly. Because it's like you die, you could be out for several minutes. Just sitting and watching.
Yeah, that guy just passed your corpse there.
Yeah, yeah. So this is Bombfall. I think there's 2 competitive modes. This is the only one I played. Played a few rounds. People kept dropping out, kept getting host migration. Like, I don't think it was lag either. My ping was a little bit higher. It was at like 110, I think, at the high end when I checked. It was sometimes like around 80, but yeah, it's at 110 there. But it wasn't extreme. Like, I've played him worse in other games. But it just feels so janky.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely seems janky. I've seen people try to stream the game, and it just crashes the second they get into one.
I take a look at these fucking menus. It's like, there's also, you know how we were joking about Meld on Halo the other day? That fucking weird fold-out menu. There's like an equivalent of that, but it's like grey with really tiny black text on it, and I can't read it on the main menu. All the fucking things have, it's like, COD-style loading into every menu, which takes goddamn ages.
I don't understand these rankings. You've got Recruit, and you've got Rook, which makes me feel like, oh yeah, they're going for a chess team with their ranks. And then they have Mute and Pulse. So what the fuck are they?
There's characters, operators they're called. Or operatives, I can't remember. Each with their special abilities that apparently change the way the game plays. And by default, like, you only have Recruit, which is just basic, like, you choose your weapons, and then there's different, quote, personalities with different loadouts and stuff.
Yeah.
And you can buy them with points that make me think it's a free-to-play game, but this is still full price, retail. They announced there was no single player, despite having that Angela Bassett lady come out middle of E3. And she's apparently won awards for acting, so I don't know what the fuck she's doing. I think she's going to be like Snoop Dogg with the announcement. What the fuck is this thing? Like, I expect it to look kind of like shit, and this does look kind of like shit. You'll see it in the next video we cover, where it looks real rough in Terror Hunt, or Terrorist Hunt, whatever the hell they've named it now.
Oh god, that stuff's clipping through you as you put that on.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Door barricaded.
It seems weird. There's a weird indie game that I was looking at a while ago, like trying to find out if we could get access to it, which was kind of like this.
Right.
Where you've got two teams and one team has to defend and the other team has to attack, and they can breach walls and you can reinforce things and stuff like that.
Sure it wasn't just this
really
game.
Cool. No,
when it looked good.
Seemed more well balanced and less janky than this.
Yeah, it's
like just seeing you move, it looks like your character's so heavy. When he turns, it's like he's fucking, trying to roll over.
This is worse than Killzone 3 pre-patch, which any PlayStation 3 owner will be able to sympathize with. It's like, the problem with The Witcher, where it was like, The Witcher had a shit frame rate half the time, but the rest of the time it was okay. You just had like no fine motor control over your character's legs and stuff, and direction. It's like that, but it's in a shooter, so it's somehow worse.
Ouch.
And it didn't feel like lag. It didn't feel like I was rubber banding. Just that, it's a horrible thing to play.
Yeah, I like how you and this guy had just locked yourself in this crappy little room.
It's like they explain fucking nothing to you. Like, do you remember Evolve, that game that came out years ago, months ago,
yeah.
and no one gives a fuck about it? And they had like all those tutorial videos, like, and there was all that worry about like how are people going to learn how these different monsters control, and it turned out to be super easy because it's like 2 monsters and 3 maps. This is probably the same, but like in the 4 games of this I played, I never once worked out like the flow of the levels because it's different rooms, and you pick before the match starts which room you're going to play in.
Your controller's dying, by the way. You should probably charge it.
Fucking always dying. Yeah, it's weird, dude. It's weird. We're going to check out Terrorist Hunt in the next mode, in the next video.
I've heard that's the most janky one, so I'm looking forward to that.
Oh my god. Check back soon, GameDropZone.com.
My god, JC, a bomb!